Hello, vinyl community, Christian, front to back CD, front to back vinyl slash CD. This is part two of my CD rediscovery in my storage box and storage. So, got a nice couple big piles of CDs. Let me just get to it. Again, this is just stuff I had in storage. And I've lived here 4 years and I have not seen this stuff in years, and a lot of it I forgot I even had. So anyway, the genres are all over the place. So it's a little bit of everything. So let's get to it. This is the first one. This is Blink 182. Uh, Take off your pants and jacket. Not sure why I bought this. There's a couple songs on here that were popular. Can't remember, but yeah, they're okay. I think I bought their greatest hits on vinyl, and I listened to it like twice, and I ended up selling it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one or not. If anyone's interested, hit me up. Van Halen 2. I got some more Van Halen to show later, but Van Halen 2. Forgot I had these. Of course, this is a great record. Dance the Night Away, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Spanish Fly, Beautiful Girls, uh, Bottoms Up. Yeah, great album. 1979 it came out. And let me see if there's anything. Yeah, it's just got some notes and stuff on it. I don't think this is like a deluxe edition or something. This is something I'm going to show later. David Bowie stage. I discovered, which I will be on a separate video, but this is the Ryko Bowie on Ryko disc, which is very rare. This has a bonus track on it. These Ryko disc Sound and Vision, it's called Ryko disc Sound and Vision. Um, Incredible. It's the first Bowie stuff that came out. I have every single one, but this one got mixed in with the crowd. So I have everything pretty much. So I will show that in a different video. So just a little teaser there. This one, UFO, Walk on Water. This is sort of a reunion of the original or the last lineup of UFO with Michael Schenker. So, of course, we got Andy Parker, Pete Way, Michael Schenker, Phil Mogg, Paul Raymond. Um, I I believe they did tour off of this record. Sorry about the glare. It's pretty good. I think this is a Japanese pressing because at the very end it's got like Michael Schenker message or something. Like, I want to thank all the fans for, whatever. But I haven't listened to this in a long time, but this was really exciting. They did tour off of this, and I think Michael played guitar on a couple other UFO albums after this one, which I've never heard. But yeah, UFO. Frank, speaking of Ryko disc, is this Ryko disc? No, this isn't Ryko disc. What am I thinking? Uh, I've got a couple of Frank Zappa. This is, if I can read it, You Are What You Is. Oh, this is Ryko disc. What am I? It says Ryko disc. Yeah, Frank Zappa's catalog was on Ryko disc early on, so I do have a lot of his stuff as well. So I may show that in a different video. And then I have this one too. This is on Ryko disc, the Ship Arriving Too Late to Save a Drowning Witch. Of course, this is the album that's got Valley Girl with his daughter Moon Unit. Yeah, it was really exciting to get these Zappa ones when they first came out. Next up, we got Toto's debut album, classic. That's got Hold the Line. I'll Supply the Love. Love that song. Girl Goodbye. Rockmaker. Yeah, great album. I remember buying this when it first came out on vinyl. So, next up, we got some Joe Satriani, Surfing with the Alien. Love this album. I was lucky enough to get a vinyl copy of this too. I'd like to get some more Joe Satriani stuff that came out after this, because he's such a great guitar player, and I'm a big fan of this album in particular. Couple Kiss titles. I had a good friend who worked for Mercury Records, so he was sort of was able to get me promotional Kiss stuff, rare stuff. So this is an advanced promo of Psycho Circus. Does not have the lenticular cover, but I think it does say, yeah, on the bottom there, it's a promotional copy there. So I got this before it came out. It's got different artwork too. Psycho Circus. And then this one's really interesting. This is a reference CD of the song Psycho Circus. If you let me show this. If you look on the bottom there, it says reference CD. George Marino, engineer. This is a reference CD of the song Psycho Circus. I don't know how much this is worth. It could be worth a lot of money. I know Kiss collectors out there drooling over stuff like this. This has an edit and album version. And this is what the CD looks like. Get my hand out of the way. So very cool. Like I say, this is a reference CD. Very cool. Rarity. The Who, BBC Sessions. This is one I've wanted on vinyl for a long time, but it's very expensive. I got this a long time ago. I forgot I still had it. You know, The Who, early, this is early Who, of course. My Generation. Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere. Pictures of Lily. Quick One. Boris the Spider. Substitute. You know, this is classic early Who. This is a 2 CD set. Like I said, lots of greatest hits in this collection. We got ZZ Top's greatest hits on Warner Brothers. Nice little collection if you just want to hear the hits. I'm a big fan of ZZ Top's, just their catalog in general, not just the hits, but really nice greatest hits collection. Andy Gibb, love Andy, big fan of his. I showed a couple of his albums recently. This is just the greatest hits of his entire career on Polydor label. Shadow Dancing, I Want to Be Your Everything. Love Is Thicker Than Water, that's the one I was thinking. Anyway, nice little greatest hits collection there. The Grassroots, this is part of the 20th Century Masters collection, the Millennium collection, very best of the Grassroots. Very cool, big fan of theirs. Let's Live for Today, Midnight Confessions. Yeah, they had lots of great hits. This is a really nice collection. It's at Cool CD there. This one, I was really happy to see this. I forgot I had this. Y&T, best of 81 to 85. So, I mean, this, let's see. Yeah, this has lots of great songs on there. The song Forever is the one song that my brother loves, and it's the one song that I heard that got me into them. So, yeah, nice Y&T best of. Uh, Very cool. Uh, Triumph Classics. Canadian Rockers. This is a best of. It's got all the hits. Magic Power. Lay It on the Line. Rock and Roll Machine. Very cool. Not much to see there as far as the record. Next up we got Don Henley. This is End of the Innocence. This one has yeah, End of the Innocence, Last Worthless Evening, Heart of the Matter. This was a big album for him on Geffen. Of course, he's now with the Eagles reunited. So, but yeah, I wish he'd do more solo stuff. And the Eagles had sort of run its course after Glenn Frey passing away. But yeah, good record. Okay, we're going to go to the next batch of stuff. Okay, I'm going to show these. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers. I think these are the remasters. I think the original jewel case had a clear sleeve with stuff underneath it, but yeah, I got Sticky Fingers. This one I was super excited to see. Exile on Main Street, 2 record set, all on one CD. My only copy is a vinyl copy, which I bought because it has the postcards that come with it. But it's snap crackle pop. It's a noisy pressing. So I was super excited to see this. Now I can listen to it. Nice clean version of it. Then we have Goat Head Soup, of course Angie, Dancing with Mr. D, Do Do Do, Heartbreaker, Star Star. Yeah, good stuff. Great record. Black and Blue, just newly reissued deluxe edition. So nice to have this. I do have a vinyl pressing, but nice to have a clean copy of that. Undercover, I just showed this recently on Chris Prophy's Blood thread. So yeah, underrated album. It's got, you know, She Was Hot, Undercover, Too Much Blood. That, I think that was a single. That's kind of a bizarre song, but yeah. And then the last one is Steel Wheels, and very cool. It's interesting. If interesting, it's all digital. This is an all digital album, so I do have an original pressing on vinyl, so it's digital transferred to analog. Interesting, but yeah, great album. Mixed emotions, sad, sad, sad. Yeah, this is definitely a solid record of theirs. Was really excited when they did that Steel Wheels tour. Next up, another greatest hits, America's Greatest Hits History. They're called America, but they have London Bridge behind them. I think, yeah, London, and then I don't know. Looks like there's a Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know. It's kind of a weird cover, but yeah, just a nice collection. Horse with No Name, I Need You, Sandman, Venture Highway. Muskrat Love. They wrote that song, and Captain and Tennille had a big hit with it. Only in Your Heart, Lonely People, Sister Golden Hair, which is like my absolute favorite America song. Love it. A couple AC/DC. Blow Up Your Video. I saw them on this tour at Rosemont Horizon, Chicago. This one has a hit. Heat Seeker was the single, the first song on this album. That's the Way I Want to Rock and Roll. That was a great song. Um, yeah, produced by Harry Vanda and George Young. Um, I remember about this tour was Malcolm was not on the tour. I think I forget who filled in for him, but I just remember Malcolm was not on this tour, or at least the show I was at. I think that's when he was going through his substance abuse issues. I don't know 100% if that's the truth or not, but anyway, also have Ball Breaker. Last time I saw AC/DC in concert was this Ball Breaker tour. Saw him at the United Center in Chicago. The show I was at was actually videotaped and bootleg, and it's on YouTube, so I can watch the show again. This is a really good album because it's sort of it's the same lineup as Back in Black. So we got Cliff Williams on bass, and Phil Rudd is such an essential part of their sound. So I got to see that lineup on the Ballbreaker tour. So very cool. Um, Cinderella Night Songs. What a killer record. Was happy to see this. Yeah, Shake Me, Night Songs, Nobody's Fool. Such a great record. Their best. Next up is, let me show these first. I had a couple of Van Halen. I showed Van Halen 2 earlier. Well, let's go backwards. This is the debut Van Halen. The debut came out in 78, 77, 78. Anyway, such a great album. Jamie's Crying, Running with the Devil, Eruption, You Really Got Me. Everybody knows this album. Such a great record. I remember I first heard of Van Halen. My buddy I was in a band with in high school, he gave me this on vinyl for Christmas or my birthday or something like that. I didn't know who they were, and I wish I still have that actual copy because that was like a first pressing. The one I have now is like a 180 gram reissue, but anyway, yeah, I sort of, my friend giving me this Van Halen as a present, incredible. And Women and Children First, great album. Cradle Will Rock, Everybody Wants Some, Take Your Whiskey Home, yeah, Romeo's Delight, Tora Tora. I don't think, I just out of curiosity, yeah, the Inner Sleep. I was wondering if they were going to have that silly poster of David Lee Roth chained to a fence. Yeah, so the back is just plain. So yeah, great album. 1980, I think this came out. Yeah. Okay, last batch is was really happy to find these. These were originally in clear cases, but these are the remastered CDs. Kiss, the debut. Like I say, these are the remasters. Um, Jan Mercury. So just the jewel case, the clear one. It says the remasters on the side. So, but these are the remastered versions. So, um, Hotter Than Hell. These albums are self-explanatory how great they are. Dress to Kill, incredible. those first three are just incredible. I know at the time they didn't sell well, but and then of course you got Kiss Alive. This is a 2 CD set. I think I got this from my friend because I think it's got a promo drill hole punch in the corner there. And then I've got the Rock and Roll Over, and yeah, I've got more Kiss in a future video. But that's it, guys. That's part two. So yeah, if you like what you saw, please tell me what you think of the CDs I showed. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Everyone have a great rest of your week. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.